Good morning and welcome back. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes, 10 seconds increments. Here we go. Let's see who we are playing today. Do we get the white pieces or do we get the black pieces? What's it going to be? Well, that's the big question. Because I made a promise if we would play with the white pieces again. And that is to play one e4 for a change. But we first need to find an opponent. Let me fire up some Palo Santo in the meantime. As long as we wait, we can use our time more efficiently. Oh yes. Oops. And we do have the white pieces against Junior. Well, there we go, 1 e4. That's been a while. Let's see what we get. Okay, I have no idea what this is. So let me go with 2 pawns in the center. And he's doing the same, but a little bit more restricting. Yeah, I don't know. I think let's get the knight out. Yeah, let's get the knight out, why not? So he's getting the knight out. Let's get the bishop out, let's get castles. I was just thinking about was he about to play some sort of a cow opening, but no, let's just get castled here, I think. Let's get the king out of the center. Yeah, he's going for some sort of a wild attack. That's okay. Let me bring a rook in the middle. And he wants to open up the center. Well, that's okay, but I want to develop a knight first. Why not? Okay. I would like to make some loops, but then again, maybe I don't. What do we do? I mean, I could take, but if he takes with the pawn, kind of helping him, I think. We can grab some space here. Why not? I could grab more space. Really restrict the knights over here. My opponent is sort of playing a waiting game here, not committing his king. So what other improving moves can I make? Maybe I can get my queen up a square. Or just launch all the pawns. Now getting the queen up is maybe not even that crazy of an idea. If the knight moves, I might consider getting this in, just to avoid shenanigans. Okay, now that he has done that, maybe I can flick in this move just to create some lufts. And to make sure that the bishop never can come in with the pin. Now this is not that big of a deal. He wants to open it up a little bit. Of course I can take, and if he takes with the pawn, then this pawn is a backwards pawn. For what it's worth. If he takes with the knight, I think he's losing a pawn here. Okay, so now he has a backwards pawn. I'm wondering if I can use the pin somehow. I can also just take. But why? I could play here just to increase pressure on that pawn. I could do that, right? It's an improving move. And perhaps, I don't know, I can move the bishop out, get the rook in the middle. I don't know if I want to push that. Ooh. Well, if I push, I'm closing it up. Then he can't get the pieces out. I am giving up this pretty nice square, but I'm also gaining a square. So here, it's maybe a little bit too much to give away. I can jump in here right away, just to keep an eye on things. Is that worth it though? I think I'm just going to develop the bishop. Or not. I'm also looking at this move, but that makes the knight weak. You know, for moves like this. But then I can jump in with tempo. And I can develop the bishop along this diagonal. Problem is he can take and jump in. Okay, let's go with the bishop out. Maybe takes, I take with the bishop to cover the square. But maybe I don't. Now at least I can bring a rook in the middle. Let's bring a rook in the middle. And there is some pressure here on this pawn, eh? Yeah, he's moving out. Which is probably a wise decision. I'm wondering when is the time to move out or push. I mean, pushing is nice because it just blocks up everything, but this is so annoying. But is it annoying though? Yeah, what happens if I take and a pawn takes? What if I just play here? Is this pawn hanging then? Yes and no, I'm also hitting this one, so it's not really hanging. I am hitting this pawn just in distance, so if this knight ever moves, I can take this one maybe. Okay, he's preemptively doing some defending things, but what happens if I take? I mean, I can always take this with tempo, right? So takes is... Nah, it's not tempo because the knight can just take it. Takes... takes... Takes, pawn takes. What if I start doubling up here? Yeah, what is my opponent going to do? Let's just double up here. Do I mind losing this pawn? No, I don't think that's the end of the world. No, I don't think that's the end of the world. I think I always have tactics like this, winning back a piece. Okay, so he does exactly that. But now I can take... Or I take the knight first. If I take the knight, he has to take with the rook. And then I can take here. Or I just take now. And if the knight takes... No, I think I take the knight first. To regain the material. Because that rook will be undefended here. Right, so... and I have takes here. I think I will have to take back, which is interesting. No more coffee left. Okay, at least I'm looking at the rook, just in case. He still needs to win back a piece here. Oh, he does that, but that is also interesting. Because... Well, I guess if I take here, he takes here. Right now, I'm down a piece. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I need to... No, what's the material now? What? No, I'm up a piece. Yeah, I'm up a piece. I'm up a piece. So I'm wondering if I can play that with tempo. And if he takes here, I take with the queen. Still hitting the rook and hitting the bishop. Now if he plays that, I take with the queen, still hitting the bishop and hitting the rook, but he has this move. But then I can play that. Still hitting everything, so here is interesting. All right. could also take with the rook, but I think I like taking with the queen, although this battery on the rook is also very nice. No, but if I take with the rook, then I don't have an answer to this one. So here, 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 here. Then I have f4. So now the rook is hanging and the bishop is hanging. Yeah, and I think now we are going to win some material. Yes, so I'm only down a pawn. But I do like the pawn structure as well. And I think he's going to save the bishop and only lose the exchange. I think that's the best he can do at the moment. Yes. Yeah, I think that's the best. Yeah, I don't think you want to lose a full piece, so... yes. So that is definitely the best thing to do. And I think what I'm going to do is... just plant that bishop a little bit. Maybe king h1. There is a pawn. But I immediately lose back the pawn. So I don't think those moves are amazing. Well, let's see. We are down 2 pawns. Eh? He has 2 pawns for the piece. So that's not nothing. Well, let's put some pressure in on the pawn. Well, this is actually defended now, eh? So I could maybe consider taking this now. But I also like, just for some peace of mind, have the king on a light square. Okay, so he's going to push that all the way. Well, let's take that. And I think let's take this one as well, hitting the rook with tempo. This is check. Of course, I can't do it now because he's defending it with the bishop. But I'm wondering if I can take here. And on check. Or maybe it's just better to step aside. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Now, although I'm up the exchange, this is going to be a very, very tough game because the queens are on the board and he has the bishop. So... all right. So what is his idea there? Can I take this? Start simplifying a little bit. Maybe even taking the bishop. Is that an option? I mean, I'm getting the... At least I'm getting the pawns back. Now, I don't know if that is a good idea. Yeah, he doesn't want to go into that. He's looking for a check, which is a pretty nasty check, not gonna lie. Now, I could cover it with this move. Could also go back and but I don't want to. I could play here, but then he still has to check. So yeah, so I need to cover this square, but he's also maybe trying to infiltrate here. So here, rook there. Well, I do have a check. Check here, check. And then maybe something like this. Very tricky this. This is very, 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 very tricky. Tricky indeed. We need to get that queen out of there. That would be kind of helpful. So I thought that here, check. Here, check. At least I'm being a little bit annoying. And then I can play here maybe. Ooh, but that is also pretty risky square to be on. Aha. Oh, that is also a very good way to cover the square there, isn't it? That is very good. Very good. Also very annoying. Okay, but at least I'm covering now the escape square. So I'm threatening now to go here. Ah, he's doing something about it. Well, let's at least trade something off. The less pieces on the board, the better. Sort of a fork. I think the bishop can go here. No, but then I take the queen. This is pretty annoying. Right? That's a nice move. But that is fine. Now at least we are getting into an endgame. That is maybe better for me. Well, let's start bringing the king here. He's finding very, 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 very nice moves I don't even consider. That check was beautiful. Did I have something better here? No, I had to, otherwise I'm losing the queen. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So, let's activate the king here. Or at least try to. So king and pawn endgame, rook versus bishop. Very tricky, very tricky. Not an easy endgame. Very difficult but okay. Well, we shouldn't be losing this, but winning is also very challenging. That I can tell you. Just keep king and rook on light squares. At least try to. And let's make moves with tempo. Let's make move with tempo. Ooh, so I have option to take. But that's not... I don't think that's a good version. So let's play here. Let's get the rook out of there. Just so I can give some sides checks. Okay. I thought about going here or here. Here. Oh, but then I can take, and just take. Can I hold on to the pawn, or am I going here? Now let's go here. This pawn is weak, eh? This pawn is a problem. I'm not even sure if this is winnable, to be honest. I mean, what if I play here and here? Oh, he's going there. Let's just give checks. Let's just give a couple of checks. Why not? Let's go here. Let's start bringing the king to the other side, because we are not going to make progress like this. Aha, what about this move now? Now I'm winning a pawn. Right? And I can defend it. Oh, that is very interesting. So the king will be ending up here. I take... Yes. So take, take, take. Here, here. I think I have to go for this. I can't be thinking about this the entire day. And we have to check the analysis here afterwards if this is a winning strategy or not. My threat is to go here and have a protected passed pawn. So something like this. Or here. Now let's go here. Now I'm just picking up this pawn. And now we are just winning. Now we are just winning. Yes. Ooh. That was tricky. That was very tricky. Let me switch the scenes. Well, I have to thank that guy in the comment sections who was complaining about playing the Reti all over it again. Now I'm playing e4 and it's a great success. But I think I was lucky. I made a blunder. I played with 82 against 76. I wonder what the blunder was. My opponent also made a blunder. That was an interesting game. Actually pretty weird. I don't know what opening this was. It was a perk. Peach. But he never went for the fianchetto. And I thought this was going to be a game where my opponent is going to sit there in the center for the entire time. Not castling. But okay, finally he did, so make some improve. I thought I was happy here with my position. Got everything in the center. Yeah, this was good. The best move here was knight h4. I think this is an interesting game to analyze a little bit offline. Because I think there are a lot of positional things I could have learned from. Oh, here. Yeah, here this was funny. So bishop takes h6 was the best. Going for a desperado. Okay, so let's see. So what happened here? I tried to double up just to improve and build pressure. So he took a pawn. I'm down a pawn. I took a piece. He took a piece. Now if I went desperado, he can take another piece with tempo. Right? So I have to take. But then he takes. Now I'm down a piece. But I take here. He takes. Ah, I have check in the end of the line, picking up the rook. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Ah, here he took the pawn. The intermezzo, but that was a blunder. And I should have gone with desperado. I went here. Takes also a miss. Because of rook a7. Ah, that's clever. That's clever. Saving the rook and defending. Ah, that's clever. Now I'm down a pawn. Oh, that's clever. Ah. That's clever. But okay. Still not the end of the world, but that's very clever. He missed that. So now this was actually very, very tricky. Yeah, I was afraid of taking this pawn because there are all sorts of tactics maybe along the diagonal, and I don't want to calculate everything. I thought just get away. Get out of the diagonal, take the pawn. This was super tricky. Ooh, that's a blunder. Ooh. Because he can take the pawn. But I thought I had this move. Right, and he can't take because of the checkmate. Queen e5. I probably would have taken. And then here or something. Now this is very difficult to win. Yeah, I'm up in exchange, but I only have 2 pawns left, and I probably should be happy with the draw there. But luckily I'm not playing against an engine, so he didn't find all the right moves. Yeah, I thought this was a nice move, and I also thought this was a very nice move. Now we are winning, according to the evaluation, but yeah, it's not easy. So we shuffle a little bit. Yeah, I tried to bring my king over. I thought, well, maybe let's go around this way, and yeah. And then here, rook a7, that's the best move. And also taking? No, it likes taking the pawn. I was thinking about it in my mind, but how does it work? I think I'm going to play this, and then I'm winning the pawn. Or h7, winning. We are winning back something. But this is also fine. We take. Now we are up a pawn, and I thought this was maybe the most challenging way. No, but I'm fast. I'm faster. I'm faster. Yes. Yes. Now we are just winning the pawn. All right. Well, that was a toughie. I'm exhausted, but it was fun to play e4 again. But I found it very challenging because I had no ideas about the plans and everything. It was a really how do you say that? It was well, it's a completely different way of playing chess compared to the Reti. It's completely different, but it's fun. So who knows? Maybe I will do it more often from time to time, just to mix it up. Well, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. That I could really appreciate. And I hope I will see you back next time for a new game. Goodbye.